Hello and welcome everybody out there in Twitch and D&D land. How we doing today, folks? I hope everybody is being safe, paying close attention to their own mental health, and relaxing as much as you possibly can be. Before we jump into the action, we have a few short announcements that we always have to make. The first of which is, if you are watching this VOD, that means you are on the YouTube channel. If you're interested in watching our live streams, please go over to twitch.tv/ProDMJoey. The link is in the description below, as well as our complete streaming schedule. So all you have to do is click that little thing right there and jump on over and hang out with us during the live streams. You can anticipate us to have all of the VODs uploaded within 2 to 3 hours after the streams themselves, broken up into components, so it might even be faster than that. So yeah, you'll be able to enjoy it. If you want to support the community, you should definitely give us a sub on our Twitch or join our Patreon, which gets you into our exclusive Discord server that has nothing but all of the people who help support this fantastic community. It also puts you on the wait list to join any of our pay-to-play games, if that is what you wish to do. Of course, you can just hang out with us on our game nights and everything like that if you want to do that instead. We still love you, still want you to hang out with us and enjoy this living universe that we are all experiencing right now. So, without further ado, Kyle, tell us what happened last session, please.
All right, so we ended up the session just before, at the moment when we arrived at the entrance of the crypt, or the temple. So we entered the temple, and we got ourselves into a first room. So in this room, there were 5 pedestals, each with some abyssal text and scriptures that Mikit and I, if I remember correctly, discovered. And some drawings about past events and stuff like that. So Kyle, me, I translated those texts. They all seem to be talking about lies, truth, false king, true king, stuff like that. And we also uncovered that one pedestal was already put on the side, uncovering a hidden staircase going downward. But before going down, Kyle was absolutely wanted absolutely to investigate the rest of the room, and with the help of Darius' magical side that can just cast as many detect magic as you want to, we uncovered some magical torch and also some residuum on the floor, and we collected the powder. But we didn't try our luck with the torches. I'm afraid that it will end up going boom. We continued downstairs, and we found another room with which is the one we are currently in, with a kind of checkerboard floor. So Mikit and KL, we tried to figure out what was the puzzle, trying with some mage hand to push on the black and the white tiles. Ultimately, we uncovered the puzzle. Don't step on the white tiles, but obviously someone slipped. It was Arite, if I remember correctly, and slipped on a white tile, and the golem just went crazy and started attacking us. We couldn't do it any damage with our weapons. He was completely immune to all of those, but we ultimately figured out that between Kayal and our smart old guy Rurik, we could just make him do back and forth across the room because he was very slow, specifically after KL, if I remember correctly. He did some puzzle making the different tables, and his speed was reduced to 10 feet around, which basically ended the puzzle and said, okay, we got it, now we just send cantrip at it. Oh, and I forgotten that during the fight, Mikit was absolutely amazing, sending him a shit ton of cantrip that should make him fall prone, and the golem kept failing his one good saving throw with 2 and 3s in this constitution saving throw, which are actually quite funny to watch. And that's it. We ended up at the moment where the golem was officially vanquished.
Yep. After I forced Rorik to see the solution to this puzzle, which was, Kyle, stop worrying about the fucking tables. Let's just keep it jumping back and forth and have the other people poke it to death. And hey, it worked. Now you care about the tables.
Yep. So I cared about this one and this one already.
That is correct.
So I try to care with this one, and now I'm stepping on the floor like I don't care because the golem just scramble.
Every time you step on the white tiles, you do feel a very slight compression and then release. Very, very faint, though. Only your passive picks it up.
Okay.
So, you go over to the next table of this large platform and all of these triangular-looking rods that stick up out of them. And roll me an investigation, Kyle. 24. This table's shape is different from the other ones. You have more rods, and some of them have grooves on them.
But can I ultimately make all those triangles fit like in such, even if it's weirdly assembled in such a cylinder? Like
Give
the other
me a intelligence check.
Nope. Yup.
Okay. The cylinders don't create, or sorry, the rods don't create a cylinders. All the triangles do not create a circle this time. You try putting them together, but you seem to be missing a component. They all do fit into a star-like pattern, but you're missing the middle section, which would be an object that has protruding grooves that would fit into all of the other grooves inside of all of the other rods. You're missing a component.
I turn to the group. Hey, folks. I mean, the two other table, it fits perfectly, but this one, it seems that we miss a piece. Do you see something like that? And I describe the missing piece. Maybe on the golem's rubbles.
I'll give it a look.
All right, roll me an investigation, please. Guidance?
That was my bad.
You're at the sarcophagus map? What?
Sorry, I wasn't muted, so I didn't get to see it. Yeah, I'm at the previous one for some reason.
You should be on this map.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay,
Also,
that was very weird. 14. As you look through the golem, now when you took it out, it didn't crumble down, it didn't break. The object doesn't seem to be breakable. The golem does not seem to be something that you can simply crush, destroy, malform, or anything like that. And as you are looking at it, you do find that in its weapon, the large sword that it had strapped to its back, the hilt of it actually has grooves that look similar to that.
Huh. I don't think they can remove this hilt.
Would anybody like to try?
Give me a sec. Look like you could use some assistance there.
I would help him.
All right, give me an athletics check. You are being assisted.
guidance.
You're being
Said
guided.
it in time.
I have to say, it's a little weird. Just a little while ago, this thing was trying to kill us.
So are you gonna roll?
Oh, am I the one rolling?
You said
Oh.
you're gonna try.
If you want,
Okay.
I can roll.
No, sorry. I thought Arite was going to roll, and I was the one
Oh.
helping.
Oh,
If that's how you want to do it, sure. As long as somebody is rolling.
Yeah, I'll let Ari take the glory.
There you go, Ari. You're being assisted and you're guided. Roll that d4. Between you and Rorik, you managed to dislodge the blade from the back, and as you do that, you watch as a little crystal shatters and then just floats up and disappears against the ceiling. The weapon itself weighs close to 250 pounds. It's made of solid stone and is roughly 8.5 feet long from end to end. But the two of you are lifting it and bringing it over towards Kyle.
So what you're saying, this is basically an anime sword.
Yeah,
For
this
us.
is Ichigo's original Zanpakuto. Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
God.
bullshit level of size. Yes.
Yeah.
Or a stone golem sword. It's suitable for its size. So you bring it over towards Kyle, and Kyle, when you look at your object and you look at the hilt does have grooves that would fit, but the pommel is in the way.
Do you have any way of breaking the pommel?
I don't know.
Could try using a hammer.
Yeah.
Let me give it a whack.
If you need a hammer, I have it.
You're smiting?
Aside, I'm not smiting. I just didn't realize that was.
Fuck you!
Let me give it a try.
19 just barely hits the pommel. Now keep in mind, when you swung that quarterstaff towards it, you had the chance of hitting the entire object and damaging the entire object. Luckily, 19 just barely hits just the pommel, and 8 points of damage makes it bend slightly with a little crack, but it doesn't break all the way through.
Oh, be careful, man. Be careful. You don't want to break it.
It's a stone
Precision,
sword. Sorry.
It's the grooves that we want, not the whole rock.
I mean, you just said the pommel was in the way.
Well, it's in the way on something, but we don't want to break the something.
Couldn't you chip it away with like a hammer and just use a piton as a makeshift thing to just whittle it away or something?
Excellent idea.
I have buhodus, so I just will try it.
Alrighty, so who are you handing it over to?
I think Kale has the, what do you call it, the more dexterous hands out of all of us, I think.
KL?
I can try, but I would definitely need your help. You're the one used to.
Yeah, I'll try guiding you through it, aka assisting him and using guidance at the same time.
Yeah, I think I can hold it steady here.
That'd be very helpful, guys. Thank you. Okay, try to bite, hammer and chisel it along the way. Tuk, 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 tuk.
Alrighty. Roll me an athletics check, KL.
Oh, I thought.
Oh, I
No,
thought it would be-
when you're using precis tools, you have the precision. It's still athletics to break through it aggressively.
Okay. Oh well.
At least it's
I'll assist him in the meantime. With
There you
guidance.
go.
Why
Go
not?
ahead, Kyle.
Am I with advantage and also with the help of Rorik or something like that?
You have advantage and you have guidance.
Guidance.
So
Oh my god.
you all look at Kyle as he just sits crisscross applesauce with it on the floor and tick 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 tick.
Burke is reminded of his son when he was just a toddler, playing with little tools, carpenter tools, not actually doing anything, but it looks like he was hammering with a plastic, you know.
I
Yeah.
do not think
Did-
being careful is getting us anywhere.
Did I
Eh.
manage at least to make like some kind of a small hole between the pommel and the rest of the hilt?
No, because you rolled a maximum of a 9. That can't even break through the stone.
Well,
I
This
mean,
is
that's
obviously
careful,
quite
but
At least it wasn't that nat one that turned into a 0.
I know, right? Anyone else want to try it out? Or should I do it?
Let's
Kyle, why don't you let Ari give it a try? He's I think he can put a little more heft into it.
no, I cannot do it.
No.
Like,
No.
just go ahead, man.
Oh no, if you want to
Physically,
help,
he cannot.
You can. You can hold this instead, and Rourke hands him because I assume it's like tilted or whatever the sword, and Rourke's just holding it up. So Rourke just kind of passes
How
it
the
over to
fuck?
Kyle.
How the fuck do you want me with my small elven arms to
No.
hold up on that?
Yeah, you try to hand it over, and he drops it to the floor.
Oh, Mickey, can you make it like lighter? Actually,
That I can.
Hey! You guys have a
Teamwork.
bullshit wizard at your disposal.
Teamwork.
All right,
and if he
bullshit
can
wizard.
Oh, that's right. Wait, then couldn't you have asked him to make it so you could have your tools heavier too to give more heft?
Yeah, that would have you miss it
It's
and
only,
cause accidents more.
What were you
it's
saying,
only
Mickey?
one at a time.
So the object is now half the weight, which means one person can easily, hold it blade against the floor up by the large guard and lift it up and hold it like that. So who's going to chisel while the other person's assisting them? Who's holding it up and who's chiseling?
Oh,
I
chisel.
think it's Arite. Yeah, Arite is sizzling. I'll assist, guide him.
Alrighty.
and I'd like to just like help him aim at the right place so he don't just slip or like adding the dexterous bit.
Sure, you're being helped. Go ahead and roll with advantage.
Guidance.
And guidance. Roll your d4.
16.
16. You start chipping away, but you're not really getting very far. You have little aspects of the stone that are crumbling and breaking. Go ahead and do it again.
Already?
You all have been down
Guidance.
here for about 5 minutes, by the way, just letting you know.
Yep.
Hey!
Perfect.
Nice.
See, you were just getting the exterior of it weakened so that you can find the area that you just crack. And the pommel at the end immediately snaps off. And the blade you're holding becomes a little heftier and then lightens tremendously. You then take the handle and it slides out from a groove that was inside of it.
Good job, Ari. You got a real knack for this.
Mm-hmm.
I
You will
should
make
go into-
you will make a good sculptor out of you. Yeah.
Just like the Yeti.
Of your talent, eh?
So, what are we supposed to do with this anyway?
Yeah, and I pull the star-shaped assemble object and bring the hilt in the middle. Assemble the object and try to fit in the table hole.
Alrighty. As you take each side of the star and place it towards it, almost magnetically, it just zoop and attaches onto it, into its proper position. You
Can it
place them
fit
all
into-
on it one by one until eventually you have a 3-foot-long rod that creates a long, bludgeoning-like star at your disposal, Kyle. And then you place it on the table.
Yeah, is it does it fill the hole at the center of the table as it did for the other ones?
When you place it over top of the table and move it around, after you get the tip in the center of the table, it doesn't really fit in like this. You're holding the handle, shoving it down, and it's not really working that well.
Mm.
I don't know if we need to force it in there.
Maybe the other way around.
Or the other way around.
It slides in easily.
Wisdom.
Wisdom beats intelligence every time. Yep. You flip it upside down, and as you slowly put it in there, removing your hand away, it settles on top, and then you all hear a very loud, small grinding sound coming from the right side of the room.
What's that grinding sound?
Maybe.
I don't know, but
Fine. You went over there?
Yeah.
Over here, as that handle went into position, you see this large blue rod has risen out of the same style of table, though this one has none of the triangular pillars attached to it.
Hey, something happened here. Come and take a look. Especially Darius, since his eyes can see weird things.
Oh yeah, Darius isn't here.
Oh yeah.
He goes, "That's metal."
That's also interesting.
What of cast?
Hey Kyle, have you seen anything like this? So, what do we do now? We take it out, or we push it back in?
I
Jesus fuck,
am
bracing is no
curious
longer a
about
thing.
the other table. Maybe it's some kind of mechanism where all the tables need to be activated, and then we need to push both roads at the same time. So can I look at this table here on the bottom right?
Yes, this table here is set up the same way as the other table on the other side were. Tables were.
Okay, I will try to do exactly the same thing, like pull the triangle into a cylinder and.
You've
slide
done it
in.
twice thus far. I'm not going to make you do it again. When you do it, you watch the stone golem, its other leg just immediately snaps into position, like hard locks into position.
Okay, so those are the golem controllers, and I guess that if I do exactly the same thing here, it will be the arm that will go into the position.
That is correct. And as soon as you have the arms and the legs locked of the golem, the head aims upwards, and you watch from the mouth, there is an orb that kind of just rolls out and falls onto the ground.
Oh,
That's certainly unique. Hey Darius, is it do you know what it's made out of?
Darius looks at the orb. It's, maybe stone? Goes over to it. Nah, it's crystal. Tosses it up and down a couple of times.
I probably shouldn't do that. It might break.
can I take the stone, the crystal, and see if it fits in any kind of way with the blue rod that pulled from the table?
Give me another investigation, please.
I will.
I'm going to
Oh,
change
yes.
all of my traps because you just having advantage all the time is becoming bullshit.
Yeah.
No.
I was about to say I'd be giving him advantage on the investigation.
23 is high enough. You handle the rod, pulling it out, and at the bottom it has like a screw groove, and when you move the crystal around, there is a hollow section you can see that is currently covered with a section of the crystal itself that could fit that groove. You would just have to gently break the crystal.
I think I have to gently break the crystal.
Rita,
you
use
sure
your great
it's-
sword.
Is,
No.
is it
I
even
said gently.
What were you saying, Makit?
is it even possible to gently break something?
With the proper
Is that
tools,
it?
yes.
The Druids.
Ding, ding, ding.
Do we have a chisel on us?
A jeweler's
Yeah.
kit.
We have a piton. Hey.
Well, I mean, why would it just seems kind of weird to me. Like they put all this effort, and then suddenly they would have you make the crystal that came out smaller. This doesn't seem like it make much sense.
They want to hide something, and usually, when you see a stone like that, you don't want to break it. You want to keep it and reset it. Something is hidden. We need to find why and what.
I mean, you're the expert in this. It seems a little convoluted to me. Is all. Excuse me.
Wait,
I'm gonna sit here.
So how do we want to break this? Do we want to? Well, I can maybe use a dagger and hammer to slowly break it, or we could
I mean,
just smash it into pieces.
as long as you don't turn it to dust, I can still mend it magically if need be.
All right. Someone hand me the dagger and the hammer then.
Are you comfortable not breaking it?
Pardon?
Are you comfortable not breaking it? And I hand you a dagger.
Try using something smaller, I guess. I just digs in the bag. Since wood cover tools have like this
Whittle.
a smaller knife just to make the notches thing.
Yeah, the
I
whittle
just
knife.
hand him that. Yep.
Yeah.
Just hand
That
him
works.
that.
I am confident in my ability to not shatter it.
Really? Okay. Give me a sleight of hand check.
I knew it.
Fuck.
I knew
I
it.
said gentle. I like.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was like, I knew it. It's gonna come to this.
Oh god, is someone gonna help me with this?
I will.
Okay, I'll use guidance
Yeah.
as well.
Have the rogue help sleight of hand.
Hey man,
I would gladly do it, and I wanted to do it, but I'm no one to say just no.
Yeah.
I mean,
You know
Hey,
what? I'm
he's
gonna-
confident. We're confident for you. Go ahead.
Oh god, I feel no confidence anymore.
Go ahead. You got this.
Ari,
You're
Listen, yeah.
guided.
you can do this. Just take a deep breath.
Oh,
I do.
I'm gonna roll 2 not once. I know it already. Okay.
No, it'll be a 1 and a 2.
I'm saying this in character, so Aries is
You're
not,
being helped.
You know,
Roll again. Roll your
Oh,
D4.
nice.
there you go.
24.
Nice and careful.
As you're so nervous, you just tick 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 and slowly chisel, paying very close attention. At this point, you've all been down here for about 10 minutes total. As you slowly crack into the center of that little tiny shell that sits on top of that hole and groove, and eventually you break through the surface, and Kyle quickly moves it away before your hand shatters through the crystal.
see, he told you could do it. As I just pat his back.
Good job,
Well-
Ari.
Darius
Well
is
done, man.
visibly sweating.
I am too.
Ari, look at me. You did a good job. You should feel proud of yourself.
All right. Let's see what this do.
Alrighty. You put it on top of the rod and begin twisting. And this time it makes more of like a mace-like object. And as the blue twists into the clear crystal, you watch as this hue emanates out of it with a very soft light blue to it. And as that happens, Kyle, Darius, Oh, Darius isn't here. Kyle and Arite. Okay. The two of you notice that there's some writing on the walls that begins to glow from the rotation of the mace-like object.
Are we able to tell what language it is?
What languages do the two of you speak?
Abyssal, Common, Elvish, and the other one.
This language is Abyssal. And I don't have to remind you all that none of you know what Abyssal is or the correlation between it and any other creatures. Because none of you took that in your backstories. I specifically looked for it. So no metagaming, everybody.
Well, I mean, you say that, but I didn't Darius know that?
Darius
language?
isn't here. He's
That's fair.
NPC.
Shit.
So, you look at it, and it is Abyssal writing, Kyle. And as you walk over towards it, you start seeing more bits of this writing against this wall over here.
Getting closer, we did it. And I translating as we go so that the rest of the group knows the same.
All right, you're translating as you go across it. As you walk across, speaking out the words in common, this is a very difficult translation to express perfectly for everybody. The words are... Sorry, I'm trying to find the fucking playlist. I had a playlist designed specifically for this, and now it's gone. You know what? Fuck it.
Meatball
D&D
parade.
music. D&D music.
Damn.
There
I was
we go.
hoping it's Meatball Parade.
The words speak of an entity hidden away by fate and by God. Its purpose was to spread insight across the world. But because of its nature, the god wanted it to be relinquished. However, its power was too vast to simply destroy. So they did the next best thing. This entity was ripped apart and hidden in 6 temples across Exandria. You are standing in the Temple of Sight. The place where this creature's eyes were bound and hidden, so it may not look upon the mortal world and may not see what lies ahead, where its insight would not be shared across those that wish to follow and those that wish to know the truths of the known universe. And as you finish that last line, I need all of you to roll me d20s.
Ah, shit.
Sorry, I actually have to roll for Darius. Oh, that's not a roll.
Well, that certainly doesn't sound good.
Mikit, you feel a burning in the top of your forehead. It goes beyond your tiefling resilience, and you feel it searing in there.
Jared, quick question. Since I'm facing like literally McKeet and Kyle, do I see something happening?
Let's give McKeet a moment to react to the knowledge I just gave them to find out.
That's fair.
I mean, did you whisper it or?
No, I
call-
just told you.
Oh, just that searing on the forehead. That's it.
That's it.
Well, he just holds a hand up to her and just saying, "Okay, those words are doing something. Kind of burns in a way that shouldn't be possible considering my heritage."
Now, Rorik, because of your position, when McKeet rubs the center of their forehead and moves it away, there is a white patched eye positioned over their forehead.
Oh, that's certainly not good. Rurik's gonna kind of go up to there and. Oof. Is there any sort of role I can do, given that I'm a paladin, to try to identify or counteract this?
Oh, you can roll a religion check.
Shit.
14. An eye just appearing on your forehead is something that's usually pretty not okay. Or could be great, it depends. The fact that McKeet is being affected by it, I mean, there's nothing that points in that direction, unfortunately. Yeah, this eye does seem to have symbology similar to some of the aspects you've seen around this room.
Alright, I'm gonna give you guys a warning. This is my last of my real abilities today, but this doesn't seem good. And Rurik's gonna cast protection from evil and good on McKeet.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm just trying to maybe, like, if something's happening to him with whatever this is, like, hopefully protect him from it.
Alrighty. I think you're getting pretty low on spell slots now.
I am out of spell slots, actually.
Okay. McKeet, are you letting him touch you?
You make it sound inappropriate, but yes,
you're gonna-
I'll allow it.
As he is reaching up towards you, McKeet, you see a glow over here that kind of just emanates into your mind. And then as soon as he touches you, you hear... Oh no, you would not hear anything. Yeah, he touches you, that glow disappears.
You're right there.
Yes, but that last moment, something over here was glowing or shining.
Well, how's your head feeling? You said it was burning earlier, and is the eye still there, or is it just
The eye has disappeared, but you do see like an outline of it on their forehead.
Yeah, let me see if I can. And I'm just gonna use a single point of lay on hands as I like rub my hand over that to try to heal that a little.
Okay. McKeet, you heal 1 point of HP. However, that happens on their body, not their forehead. Their forehead seems the same.
Why did you say you saw something, Mikit? Tell me.
Something over in that direction was glowing.
And I get closer with the mace/light and see if I see there's anything appearing.
Okay. You bring the mace over to there, and you do see some new words still in Abyssal. The secrets hidden for you, I will reveal.
Does Kyle translate that out loud?
No, he's too focused.
Okay.
It's just like like when a scientist is completely focused on one thing and you just like cannot is like completely narrow minding and just... Can I pull my left hand and touch the wall where the words are written?
Yes, you can. Step up to the wall. It was here.
Oh, okay, sorry. Oh, yeah.
Your hand passes through it.
Guys, I found something. And I can put it back. Nothing happened to my hand.
It's a little chilly, but that's about it. Nothing
I think I found-
concerning happened to your hand.
I think I found something, and I tried the other end.
Goes through.
Well, wait.
And I'm
Before-
going through.
Before we... Oh, okay, you've already gone through. Alright then.
Well,
That's-
we better follow then, shall we not?
I was gonna suggest that we take a moment to catch our breath and consolidate what we learned, but we should probably catch up before he triggers another trap. He already set off 2 today.
Can I turn back and just pop my head, and see if my head just can pop on the other side of the wall?
All right, you slam your head into a wall. No, I'm fucking with you. You pass it through.
It's himself.
And do we panic when we see a head pop out and just immediately like, ah?
I mean, maybe
He
you do.
panics.
McKeith's used to magic.
and I guess there is no light for them for Rurik and Arita at the moment, and so I'm just taking a stone, casting light on it, and tossing it to them. Come on.
Kyle, are you sure it's good to go ahead like that? Like the stuff you were saying earlier was kind of worrying.
We won't be getting anywhere if we just sit around and worry.
I mean, you're not wrong. However,
And
it doesn't hurt to be cautious either.
yeah, nothing to do but move ahead after all.
I scream from the other side of the wall. There's only one way to find out. Can they hear on the other side of the wall?
Yeah, they hear you.
I agree with Mikhail, and I will walk in through the wall.
I
Alright.
will walk in last. Then before I walk in, where I'm standing at, I'll write in chalk, in Elvish, like trying to make like a simple cipher-looking thing that basically says hidden wall left side.
I will say only 4 of you can fit into this little square at a time. So I'll move Makit in now. Nobody else could fit in here. All right, you all heard me. Nobody else can fit in here, right?
Yeah, I'm
Good.
standing outside of it, so I'm not in yet.
You all appear to be on some type of platform that's only about 10 feet by 10 feet, maybe a little extra space. And you can see around the platform is this complete blacked out exterior. You look to be inside of some type of void. As you look around, there is nothing in sight, aside from that wall you passed through and a larger section of the wall.
Kyle, can you make some more light in here?
I gave you a stone, and I
I-
just take one out of the other people that I have always in my pocket, because I always have my pocket full of these people, and I cast light on it. Here.
Bing! You have a little more light. You still see nothing inside of the void, just the platform you stand on and the wall.
Yeah, you might need to make another one, and Rurik's gonna just kind of toss that pebble into the void.
Okay. After about 4 seconds, it's kind of eerie that you feel nothing. You hear nothing. Then
You
10
still see it?
seconds, and you still hear. Oh no, it's gone. It's been
That's
falling
weird.
for 10 seconds, and you hear nothing.
In other words, do not fall if you value your life.
And I try.
What were you saying?
I was gonna jokingly say, and as Makit says that, Rurik just jumps up.
I try to stand as close to the wall as I can and try to test the wall, the chunk of the wall where I didn't come through.
So the more upper part of it here.
Yeah. And
Alright.
just test it before I lay on it.
Your hand passes through.
Oh. Floop.
Bing. There you go. You appear to be inside of some separate chamber, but you recognize the stonework wall directly beneath you. The wall itself seems to be the same wall, but on the other side of it, as this chamber directly correlates to the area you just walked past. Inside of this area, the stonework on the floor is a brown color that has the different shades, light brown, dark brown, in the same systematic pattern that you experienced in the lower one. And there appears to be a podium over here with a glass casing and a white eye inside of it. The eye moves around and looks directly at you.
I fall back in the environment to report to the rest of the group and see what I see.
You bump into Rolric.
Yeah, Rurik will back up for him.
Is there something wrong?
There's something moving in there.
There's an eye.
Would you mind if I took a look then?
I think I'll do it this time, if possible.
Probably a better idea.
You've all been down here about 15 minutes total.
Okay, going to just step a bit aside so Kaelon has room to get out of the way.
Yep. I'll move you in here first. And then I'll move you in here. Oh, stop moving. Now you're in here. You see the same area, the podium, and the eye inside of the glass-cased container.
Hey, Kyle, I'm a little curious about something. Can you give me one of those pebbles again?
Running short here.
Sorry. The last one I threw into the void, see if it was deep.
Light.
Yeah, and then Rurik's gonna go to the other side, or the other corner of that one room, and see if this wall or this wall is an illusion too.
Okay. Give me a intelligence saving throw.
Oh no.
It feels like a wall to you.
Well, that's a wall. Alright.
Can I at least poke my head inside and not end up pushing anyone to the void because
Now
of it?
you can, because... No, Rowick, get out of there. Get out. Leave.
Oh, sorry.
All right.
Ein stepped in. It's not your turn.
Okay, because I saw like tokens of people that I'm like, oh no, I don't want to end up killing someone.
There you go, Ein. Now you're in here. Now you're in the cool kids club.
Careful.
Well, you guys took your time, so I was wondering what's up.
Now let's go over to the person actually doing stuff. Makit,
Yep.
Yep.
you're in here.
Okay. Up to the pedestal with the eye and to say probably investigation to see what I can find out about it.
You're going to investigate the eye or the glass casing or the podium.
The eye.
All right, go ahead. (22) As you look at the eye, it looks up at you and meets directly into yours. This is just a floating little object inside of this glass casing. About 3 inches long. When it blinks, it almost disappears but opens up again. Yes, I'm aware of that. It's pure white, but you do see a slight gray circling around it that would discern an iris of sorts. As it looks at you, just watching.
Alright. And these appear to be more of the puzzle pedestals up here.
Yes, it does.
Poke my head. Is everything alright?
Yeah, it'll be fine. Out of character, that wizard is start gonna do stupid stuff.
Yes, my favorite wizard, the one willing to die.
There's a reason I always have backup characters ready.
Yeah, I know. So you go over to this podium, and there appears to be an eye shape on it. A hole of sorts. Roughly about 6 inches by 4 or 5 inches. Open, currently. And as you look down into it, I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw. You have advantage. $16 is not high enough. As you look into it, you gain this sense of understanding. Communication from some creature goes towards you. The creature asks that you free its senses, and it will show you the truths of the universe. Seek it so that it can save mortal kind. Do you accept? You're muted if you're accepting.
Sorry about that. It will grant me insight or understanding. Either way, I very much do want that. I will accept.
Very well. I need you to roll me a D2 and then a D4. One. Mikit, your wisdom score increases by 1. While you have the boon of the True King's Sight. 2. You may now, once per long rest, cast the Disguise Self spell without sacrificing a spell slot. And you have the True King's Sight. As an action, you may awaken the sight of the True King, which will immediately detect the locations of all illusions and hidden creatures within 15 feet of you. Do you need me to copy this down and send it to you?
Yeah, that would be nice.
Alrighty. I'll do that during break, so we don't spend too much more time. Actually, nah, we're not close enough to break time yet. As you accept this, Makit, you feel a sense of gratitude come over you. Appreciation from the entity you just communed with. And when you look back at the crystal glass, the eye's gone. Anything else, Makit?
Nope. Well, might as well check out that other pedestal at least.
When he sees you coming back from this pedestal, Kaya, who popped in the room, asked you, "What happened? What? Tell me."
I got understanding.
Of what?
A lot.
That doesn't give me what?
McGee will just stay silent after that.
God damn! Where's the eye? What happened?
He's been freed.
Freed from what?
Captivity.
Well, okay. Can you be a bit more precise? I mean, being freed. The whole point of being freed is being freed from captivity.
When you look at Makit, his left eye is now the same white eye as you saw in that thing.
Holy fuck.
But when he blinks, it goes back to his eye.
Shit. What have you done?
I've helped the true king.
And I get closer and start inspecting your room, like trying to find any kind of scripture or stuff to be knowledgeable, and then make it live its life and get back to him.
Hey, Ian, I saw Kyle go in there. Did he say it's safe to go in there yet?
Who knows? They're probably looking for things.
Alright, well,
I wouldn't
mean-
be saying much since they're supposed to be more knowledgeable about this stuff, I guess.
All
Yeah,
of you
well,
can
this
hear
room
this. They're
is
not being
done.
quiet, and it echoes through.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Even into the void? Okay.
Well, they're not in the void. They're on a platform outside of the void. The voice just bounces. It comes back.
Oh, okay.
Is everything okay in there?
Oh, it's fine. Kevon is just freaking out a bit.
Are you sure? Because we could hear you from we were here, and you just said that this king was released, and we came here to stop a king or some cultists that were murdering people.
Do not worry. If anything comes from this, we'll handle it.
That's not encouraging, Mickey. It's one thing to be confident in yourself and be able to handle it. It's another to be like willfully reckless. I understand you're young. It's natural, but you have to stop and think sometimes.
Understand. My number one goal is the pursuit of knowledge. If I can gain that knowledge by helping the severed king or true king, then I will do it.
Sorry, I'm having a hard time thinking of a good response to that because that's a super sus thing to say.
Sure. But keep in mind, one thing you said is false. You guys didn't come here to stop anything. You came here to seek knowledge.
No, we came here to because
No, why did Kyle ask you all to join him here?
because it was connected to what was attacking the people at Chorus.
The killing part is different than most of us kill the, what do you call it, the thing with the sharp weapon and all the things at the dead trees and whatnot at the previous area.
Yeah, those cricklings?
Yeah, and the
those are quicklings.
demon monkey with the sharp curse halberd thing.
Also true.
Yeah. But Kyle asked you all to come here to investigate these situations that
this
he
is part of our
believes
dream.
relates to your collective vision, your mingled dream, if you will.
Roll credits.
All right, then I think, yeah, I know Rurik, because Rurik believes though that this was connected with that though. That's why he was going.
Did you
along with
fully
this.
watch the last 2 sessions? Fully pay attention and watch them.
I certainly tried. When I watched it, it was when I had bad signal out there.
All right. Yeah,
Fair
that's
enough.
that. I mean, let's just say, form an opinion after you get a chance to watch it all.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I'm coming in there because it seems like it's either safe or you're in danger. Because I'm not gonna lie, McKeith, that what you just said is something that I've heard before back when I was younger, and that person turned out to be a very bad guy.
Knowledge is neither good nor evil. It is how you use that knowledge that counts.
That's understandable. But this entity we don't know anything about. And it doesn't sit well with me. Well, anyways, I guess what's done is done. Kyle, have you found anything else in here, or Nikit, have you?
Oh, and I'm rushing after everywhere Mickey has been going, trying to find any script or any kind of information, history, text, whatever.
Alrighty. Roll me an investigation. As you walk over to this podium, the eye is closed. It's just a blank podium now. Okay. 17. This podium where the eye was does have written text on it.
Okay.
Abyssal, yet again. They shield my sight from all of you so they can keep their lives. All that gaze upon my eye, I want to see the truths of the world. The truths of their nature and their origin.
So I'm just asking, is Mikin going to see the second pedestal? If he doesn't, I will. But
Yeah.
Mikin is first.
Makit wanted to look at it as well. Makit, it's a blank pedestal. Nothing there.
Nothing on this one. May as well have not been here.
Fuck, we came here for nothing.
Well, if we came here for nothing, then we did better than expected.
Can I go all around the room and try all the walls?
Sure.
And figure
Give
out
me
its
a
points.
intelligence save. 22. Your hand passes through right up there.
I recklessly pop my head and all my body through.
There's a very large stone chest that has the encryption of an eye against it.
And pedestals here?
Those pedestals are blank. This is a massive chest.
Guys, I will need some help here.
Makit and
It's heavy.
Rorik, you can pass through with ease because you know it is an illusion. Since you just saw somebody pass through.
What's
and
Oh wow, that's big.
Arite, Ian, what are the two of you doing?
Well,
I was
just
trying
gonna-
to move my character to the room, but Roll20 is lagging out.
Here you go.
Yeah, and I was trying to move my character out of the room so that when they come in, they just see an empty room, but they hear our voices.
Oh, that'll go so well.
That's a pretty big chest. Area. Well, actually, first, Kyle, are we opening this?
Hell, we do. And I try to find if there is any kind of mechanism to unlock the chest if it's locked, or if it's just like a big stone, like sarcophagus, like stuff on the top that we just need to pull away.
Roll me an investigation.
Sure.
Oh, looking for traps. That's smart.
I'm mainly looking. I'm just looking if we can open it.
Oh.
It seems... I mean, there is a crease that looks like it should open, but you don't see any handles, keys, locks, and when you, like, squat to lift, there is no capacity that your body can lift this thing open. It is a
Okay.
solid stone chest that is, what is that, 15, 18 feet long? 10 feet wide, give or take?
Make it. Can you make the lid lighter so we can put it away?
Yes, I can.
Okay. What is the size limitations of your make lighter? Because this is huge.
So, if it's huge, then it's too big until I reach level 10.
Yeah, it's huge, unfortunately. And this is the first time your ability didn't work, so I don't want to hear anybody be upset.
No, I am upset. No, I'm kidding.
It's a great ability, by the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there doesn't look like there is a way to open it easily.
I guess we'll just have to use the good old brute force.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here, and I hand you a crowbar from my
Oh.
backpack.
Alright. Hey, Ari, can you help me out? I don't want to strain my back again.
You guys hear
What?
their voice, but you don't see them.
Where are you?
Oh, here, and I pop my head. Here, come in.
Ah, yes.
Now you guys
Now
can
we'll
pass
enter.
through easy, yeah. Illusionary security.
Yes, I was actually considering using that ability.
Yeah, I was just putting it somewhere so you can see what it says.
Now I can see them. Guidance. Yeah.
Hey,
Wait, which one of us is rolling?
Makita, are you
I'm-
going to
I'm-
use it?
Yep.
As far as your question, Ari, I'm pretty sure you're the one who's actually trained in it, so Rurik will just be assisting you.
Well, Makit, as you're looking at this, everybody notices your left eye glows and turns into that white eye that you saw on the pedestal. Only Kyle and Makit recognize the eye, though. Everybody else just sees it happen. And Makit, immediately you can read the illusionary script written across the top of this. To defend mortal kind, protect us from tyranny, and save us from those that wish to keep us ignorant. Speak my true word to gain my gifts. You have to speak its name to open it.
And well, the only thing I can think of at the moment would be its true name would be True King.
That doesn't open it.
Fuck, the name were all scratched away from in the first room.
The first room. Yes.
Oh,
How did you what did you read? What?
Yeah. That's amazing, Mickey. I didn't know you could do that.
well, to open this chest, you'll need to speak the true king's true name. Probably could have done that back near the entrance, but the names were already scratched out.
But if you can read stuff that nobody can see, why what maybe you can read his name there. Scratched from the stone, not scratched from the history.
Good point.
Let's try, and you'll just like write it, and I will translate it if you cannot read it correctly.
Mikit, do you run back there?
I'm already running there.
All right.
I feel like somebody else wanted this boon.
I mean, I wouldn't have gone back there alone, but
Fair
I'm
enough.
not alone going back
Also,
there
keep
now.
in mind, Darius, you guys tell him what to do. He's not doing anything unless you tell him. He's full NPC mode.
Doris, Eldritch blast it till it's gone.
Gotcha.
No.
But yeah, the two of you run back upstairs, and Kyle, you point at the locations where the name was written. And Makit, you can actually read the name now that you use your new insight, your new ability. Herency.
Well, I suppose he reads. He sees some letters, but he cannot read it because it's abyssal script.
With his sight, he can read it.
Okay.
Herency is the name.
Hmm. That's a good name. I like it.
What? Do you have it? Is it good? Do you have it?
Currency.
And as soon as I hear his name, I run down.
Which you're way faster than everybody else in this party because no monks. You slide into the room and
Evancy!
immediately the
in
chest
tight.
springs forth, opening up wide, and all of you look at your reward for seeking out the true king. And this
A
is also where
monster.
we're going on break, everybody. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. I need to catch everybody up with everything they're doing on break, but don't worry. We'll be right back.